G'day gang, Dan here. How you going? We're back in the Elder Scrolls Online. Blackwood, the Blackwood expansion.
Anyway.
Yep. So we're gonna go down this way, and then we're probably gonna swing back. Maybe go through here, and then we'll probably get started on our next step of the main quest. But like I said in the previous episodes, I just want to get this clear. So, well, we saw a whole bunch of quests as we were riding by. And I'd like to get them done. Looks like it's just ahead. The Stonewastes. Oh, quest right here. Oh my goodness. Sending the swarm out. She's fighting something. Get rid of that.
Was that the last of them? Oh, thank feck.
Oh, something seriously damaged. What is it? What is it now? Alright. Jeez. Let's repair it up. Thankfully, we've got all these repair kits on hand. 97 of them. Oh my goodness. Okay, alright.
Never thought I'd still be alive to see the end.
Ajim-Ma.
Yet here we are.
Hi.
I don't know where I'll go, but I can't stay here. Bandits destroyed my home, cut down my family, and took everything I had. How can they do this? If they were Imperial rats, I'd understand. But fellow Argonians... there's not much left, I'm afraid.
Bandits destroyed your home. How did this happen?
A warlord named Nazosa moved his people into the nearby ruins. They come every so often and demand our food and supplies. Then they beat us when there's nothing to hand over. Some try to fight back, but without our protectors, we're no match.
What happened to your protectors?
We call them the Winds. The bandits killed one, and the others refused to leave their isolation and help us. Perhaps you could convince them? An outsider's voice may change their minds. No doubt the village will reward you if the Winds see reason.
I will convince the Winds to protect the village.
You're the first bit of hope I've seen in a long while. I don't know if it'll work, but talking to the Winds can't hurt. Go see Nuzel, near the center of the village. He's overseeing the wounded from the last attack. He'll know what to do next.
We really commit, don't we? It's not like, oh, we'd probably need to assess the situation, have a little look, see what we can do here. No, it's just like, we will do this. Or die trying. Nuxul?
A stranger wandering through Stonewastes. Have the scavengers arrived to pick the bones of our village? If that's why you came, well, there's not much left. We are already squeezed dry.
Ajim-Ma asked me to find you. She said Nuxhosa and his bandits have attacked the Stonewastes.
Yes. She told me about her plans to leave us. Can't say I blame her. When that total zilneck of a warlord Nazosa moved his people into our ruins, shadows crept upon us. At one time, we had protectors to keep us safe, but no more.
Ajim-Ma mentioned them. The Winds?
Those are them. The legendary Four Winds. They defended our village until one day they had some big argument. After that, they disbanded. 3 moved to the outskirts of the village and 1 stayed. She died during a raid by Nazosa's people.
Well, I'm here to convince the remaining Winds to join forces and remove Nuxhosa.
Oh, good, good. Slivers of bright sun might poke through this storm with your help. Let's start with Elossi, the sudden gust. She lives on the outskirts of town in a hut to the northwest. I should join you so that she doesn't kill you on sight.
And who are you?
Well, I used to be the local blacksmith. I do good work, nothing special. But it keeps the village doors from falling off and the tools sharp. Since Nazosa, though, all I can do is patch up the injured after a raid. There is nothing left to smith.
Have you ever considered fighting back yourself?
Of course I have, Ojel. Do you think I can see the wreckage of my village and not feel a fire in my gut? But I am no warrior. I am a smith. It is good to know who you are, even if it brings limitations.
Well, let's go search for Elossi. See if we can get a few of these winds together. I mean, one wind would be better than no wind. Gotta get some wind.
Right along behind you.
Alright. How far we are, this little house over here, little hut. Elossi?
It doesn't look like she's home. Let's see if we can figure out where she went.
Well, there's a fire on here.
Nowhere to be seen. But all her belongings look like she was just here. You know, a less confident Argonian might start to take this personally.
You have any idea where she might be then?
Not off the top of my head, but she can't be too far. It looks like she was just preparing a meal here, so perhaps she went looking for herbs? Let's search around. I think I know a spot.
Lead the way.
Ah, Elossi, we weren't doing anything.
You bring a stranger into my home, Noozle?
Elossi?
An outsider entering my home unbidden seeks death. You only live because the annoying blacksmith who joins you is familiar to me. But this pause is a temporary state. Speak then. What is so urgent that you would break into my home?
The village needs your help. Bandits have taken everything they own.
Distressing news. It seems my great fear has come to pass. Where then is Satul-Sa? She would never leave the villages undefended. Even once we decided our time was at an end, she insisted on staying.
A warlord named Nazosa killed her. The village is undefended.
Dead? Satul-Sa? She was the smartest and wisest of us all. This is impossible. And yet, since Noozle brought you, it must be true. The consequences of my selfish choice meant the death of my dear friend. Such a bitter lesson.
So will you help then?
You shall have my aid, if you perform a simple task. When I retired, I buried my blades deep in the ground. Go north to the ruins, retrieve them for me so that I may avenge Satul-Sa. Be warned, as I made certain they are well protected.
I understand.
My daggers represented a life I thought I left behind. If you are serious about my help, find them, bring them back, and I will become the sudden gust once more.
Why did you retire here?
Seems like a nice place, does it not? Far away from the noise and activity of the village. No one to bother me unless the blacksmith comes knocking. I just wanted some place in the mud, where I can hear the frog song at night. So, here I am.
Alright, I'll go out and get that dagger. Or daggers. That is one wind we have on our side. Although I gotta wonder, do I
Be
really
right
need...
by your side.
No, alright, Noozle, do I really need any wins? Couldn't we just go in there and get this thing done? I kind of feel like I could. I mean, I know I got a bunch of goofy skills on, but I still reckon I could get this done. Alright, so there's a bunch of dudes over there. The cache is over here. No, it's not there. It's down there. I'll take that gnawed bone, though. There it is. Elossi's daggers, a set of beautifully made daggers. They appear to have handles made of jade, fashioned to look like striking snakes.
Well, a cache of daggers in the ruins. They must be Elossi's.
So, you have skills. Even if you did let me sneak up on you. Let's speak.
This is a test. A test, was it?
Your test is complete. And with barely a scale out of place. Impressive. Do you like my blades? The hilt is Kaguti bone, and Meer-Ta himself enchanted them. Back when I could tolerate the withered toad.
Will you use them to aid the village?
Of course I will. I was always going to. But I needed to see if you could fight by my side. Also, I wanted to finish my meal. I will meet you in the village center, unless you need something more from me.
We want to find the other winds. Do you know where they are?
I see. You wish to bring us all back together. Well, a promise was made, and I will keep it. Go southeast to find the dingy hovel where Meer-Ta resides. Look beneath the dirt and rock, and you'll find him. Just don't tell him I sent you.
This Ajim-Ma's just asking for it. Sticking your face in my cutscene? What are you doing? Alright, Meer-Ta. So he was on the other side of the village. Yep, okay. Sharp-eyed champion. Oh, we got a... Oh, we got a little crafting area nearby. We're just going to tag that first. The withered root discovered.
And we're off. Don't worry about me. I can keep up.
Oh, what? Oh, hey, Miri, look at this.
Problem, Sarah?
It's not a problem. Look what I found you. Increases healing done. Oh, it's an epic. It's purple. It's purple. It'll do. Okay. Alright, alright. We're getting a few things. I've got a lot of companion equipment here. Not much good, but... Well, not much of it is good, but there is. There's a few blues there. There's a few purples.
To a cavern for solitude.
I really don't like your
let's
odds.
look near there and see if we can find any clues.
Cavern. Oh, there we go. Oh! Get it strangled. I can't. I have no idea what just happened there. I guess I was getting strangled. Why didn't Miri come down and help out? Too busy having a chat with Noozle.
These ruins, like nothing I've seen. Perhaps more in the ruins. Do these runes have the same derivation? Maybe if I replace... Wait. What? Who are you? Why are you interrupting me? Leave here immediately! Oh, you brought that dusty blacksmith from the village? You must need something.
Bandits threaten the Stonewastes. Satul-Sa is dead, and we request your help.
That sounds like a whole bunch of not my business. Can't you see I am busy with my studies here? I don't have time to involve myself in the toils of others. Satul-Sa brought this on herself. Had she any sense of reason, she'd be alive.
The village needs you. They'll be overrun without aid.
Was I not clear? Have Nixads stolen my tongue? I said, be gone! Whatever their troubles are, I'm sure it looks much worse to you than it really is. My work, however, could change history. Go!
At least tell us where to find Otumi-Ra.
Ka! You're seeking help from that drunken lout? You'd be better off on your own than with him. But if it gets you out of my scales, you can find him on the southwest edge of the forest near the cliffside. I trust you'll be disappointed.
We'll look for Otumi-Ra.
So far, only half successful. Let's go find Otumi-Ra's hut.
What a jerk, eh? Yeah, Otumi-Ra, maybe that guy will be more willing and able. Well, it sounds like he's a bit drunk. He could be drunk. Might give him the courage to come along, though. And crack some skulls. Yep. Here he is.
Don't eat the plate, too. Just one more. Those frogs dancing.
Otumi-Ra, can you hear me?
No knives. Have you shouted, Satul-Sa?
Yes, we came about Satul-Sa. Wake up!
No mud puddles for you, sir. Ah, Kayak.
That's some, like, water or something.
No response. I suppose Meer-Ta was right. This is the worst I have ever seen Otumi-Ra get. Maybe this is what happens when the life of the party no longer has something to celebrate. Let us see. Wait. I have an idea on how to snap him out of it.
What are you thinking?
A briar that grows out this way might help. The seed is inedible and it smells awful, especially to Argonians. If we get a couple of those, the smell will overwhelm him and wake him up. If anything is going to work, that will.
Sounds good. Where do we find them?
I seem to remember a field of waking seeds grows to the east of here. Gather a handful, then come back. I will keep an eye on this hero of legends in the meantime. I should warn you, some creatures are attracted to the smell. Keep your scales moist.
What does that even mean? Alright, I'll keep my scales moist. Looks like we're in the zone. Locate the waking seeds. Here we go. It's quite easy when there's an arrow pointing to where they are. Oh, hello there. Any more arrows pointing to seeds? Yes. small brownish seed covered in fine hairs. It is pungent enough to bring tears to your eyes.
You lead.
Oh, there's a strangler there. Just run away before those little things pop up.
Let's ride.
You're back. There's, no change here.
Yep.
Okay, I can already smell them on you. I do not even need to ask. Put them right up to Otumi-Ra's nose. Let him get a big old whiff. Hopefully that snaps him right out.
And what if that doesn't work?
Well, the only plan I have next is gathering more seeds and shoving them right up his snout. He does not have a choice. Our village needs his help.
Just shove him in there.
That is awful. Oh, what? Who are you? Oh, what horrific stench of dead mules and fried dung have you thrust upon me? All I wish is a gentle slumber under the open skies and upon the mud. Does not a retired fighter for peace deserve such rest? Speak, brigand!
I come on behalf of the village. Satulsar is dead and they are under attack.
No, my greatest friend, and I hoped one day my mate, if she would ever agree. Dead? How can I bear such enormous tragedy as this? Lay the facts onto the stone, stranger. Who has earned my unyielding, roiling anger?
A warlord named Narsosa. He raids the village and kills its people. They need your help.
A battle against murderers and thieves. These are the types of trials I live for, or at least I used to. I imagine you and the blacksmith wish to join my struggle for freedom and revenge. Join me. I must celebrate, my friend, and test your mettle.
Lead on.
Join me inside. We'll see what you're made of.
What do you reckon, Mary? A bit of fisticuffs? Bit of one-on-one? See who's left standing?
It is the calm after the storm. We must pick up the pieces and continue, despite all the things we lost.
4 bottles. Oh, Otumi-Ra.
All right, my newest friend. By joining me, you choose to engage in the challenge of my choice. Only through completing this test of your endurance and stamina shall I know your worth as a warrior. Do you believe yourself prepared?
Well, if it means you'll join us, I'm ready.
Oh, yes. I can sense that raging fire in your stout heart. I suspect you have slain many a foe in your travels. But if we are to go into battle together, I must put a fire in your belly as well. And so, we're going to do a drinking contest.
You wish to challenge me to drink alcohol?
What else? Show me that you hold the same strong will that makes for the greatest of warriors. Oh, chum, we shall see if you can withstand the greatest of Argonian ales and wines. Plus, this should help numb the rodents gnawing in my head.
I accept. How should we begin?
The drinks are in front of me. You may choose what we drink. Be warned, mixing Argonian spirits can fell the stoutest outsider. If you do not believe yourself up to the task, you may leave now. I will call you many rude names as you flee, though.
Let's do this.
Now choose a drink and get started.
Okay.
Right, I'll give this a try. For the village, right?
Oh, Noozle. Noozle. He's alright.
I don't feel so good.
Yeah. No. He's gone. Noozle. Talk to me.
My stomach burns. Oh, but the floor, so cool.
You just have a little nap there, mate, and I'll have a crack. So there's some letters and stuff here. What's this say? Clumsily written note. Otumi-Ra, you might-covered egg spawn. 40 drinks can't put me down. You'll have to do better than that. I'm the type that paces herself when drinking, so this swill from the north that you tried to serve me won't put me under because I'm every bit as strong as you. Ha ha! But don't take this the wrong way. I'll miss our days of adventure and heroics. Me, silent as a shadow, and you, strong as a tree. Meer-Ta, smarts at the ancients, and Satul-Sa as wise as the gods. I will miss them. A perfect drink. From the journals of Otumi-Ra. Throughout my travels, I've come across a great many libations from both large villages to the humblest of farms. Now that I have time to reflect on my life and the things I have experienced, finding the perfect drink seems like a peaceful way to live out my twilight years. A sharp contrast going from warrior to brewer. I've made some mistakes in my experiments though. Brewing and testing some of these ingredients together has had some unpredictable results. I found, for example, that for as silky and smooth as the gold root wine is, I find myself quite sick if I drink it before anything. Unless I have red absinthe before it, which seems to cancel out the effects, but I can't drink that unless I have something substantial in my stomach first, such as a handful of berries or a hock of meat, anything to absorb the effects. Recently I've had some success brewing a honey mead, which I combined with a set of herbs from my garden to give a nice greenish hue. It's perfect for finishing off a night, after I've already eaten and had my fill, sitting out and looking over the valley below with a mug in my hand. This is a life I never thought I would get to see for myself. Growing my own ingredients has been a boon to my work. That said, foraging for wild berries and roots has its own benefits as well. Although it still needs some work, my berry ale benefits from the wild flavors. Every batch is different, depending on what I can find, but it always has the same thick, syrupy consistency. You could almost eat it rather than drink it. Having it during the day leaves room for little else, so I will make it in small batches to be sure, which is good, since I'm relying on the flora outside for ingredients. I do miss the life of adventure I shared with the rest of the winds, there's no question, but perhaps through my work here, I can find something new to share with them while we enjoy our remaining years in relative peace and calm. I just need to be mindful of how these drinks go with one another, lest I find myself in an unintentional stupor once again. Okay. So we got gold drink, blue drink, green drink, red drink, right? And he was talking about... I found, for example, that for a silky and smooth gold root wine, I find myself quite sick if I drink it before anything. Okay. Unless I have the red absinthe before it. Okay, so red before gold. But I can't drink that unless I've had something substantial, such as a handful of berries. Okay. So berries. He did mention berries here somewhere. Where was it? Oh, okay. Every batch is different depending on what I find. You could having it during leaves aroma. I will make it. So the one with berries. Which one's the one with berries? Or maybe there was one called berry drink. No, green, blue. So okay, we got the red one before the gold one, and then the... Which one was green? Damn. Such as a handful of berries. Yeah. Greenish hue. Okay. Recently I've had some success with green. Honey mead, which is a greenish hue. Okay, so That means that's the last one we have. This is the blue's the first one. I hope it's the first one.
Ah, good start. But let's see how you do with even more.
Alright, and then the red one. And then the gold one.
Bitter, isn't it? I make that myself from whatever I find around the hunt. Ha! Oh, I thought you'd fall to the ground like good noozle after that one. One more! The final one, and still you stand. A will made of true iron you must have. Come, let's speak.
No problems. What about if I drink this one? Oh, I just take it. Oh, now it's mine. Okay. Otumi-Ra.
Impressive. Such strength, such power, such a stomach. I did not know they made outsiders who could stand against the might of Argonian ale. Would you like to continue? Not as part of the test, just for a wonderful time.
No thank you. But does this mean you will join us?
Of course. I was always going to. This test was just to see if I would allow you to join me, or cut you down for waking me up. But you passed. Let us link arms and bring the fight to those who slew my dear Satulsa.
Good. That's 2 of the 3 remaining wins. Hopefully that is enough.
2 of the 3? Let me guess. Meer-Ta refused.
Ah, that's right. How did you know?
Do not be fooled. He has a good soul, but his mood is as legendary as my strength. Here, take my banner and place it on the cliff above my hut. He won't be able to stand knowing I'm going into a fight that he isn't. So don't worry. He'll be there.